Hey, what's going on, YouTube? Welcome to Garnett-Tools. So what's going on with you guys? All right. So I got a little information. I got a little inside information from Brucey. Right? So Bruce actually told me that he's got some things going on, right? And I wanted him to join a live stream. But yes, I do have the green screen up. So here is a couple of projects that Mr. Bruce Allen, right? And I told him, I was just talking to him. I told him I had to go live. And so those were a little samples of what Mr. Allen has been working on. As you can see, there is that really nice truck that he completely redid on his own. To my knowledge, he done that on his own. So Mr. Allen, if Mr. Allen can join the live, he might jump in the live here. But yes, Bruce Allen is alive. He's alive and kicking. I've been talking to him for months. I don't know how many other people he's been talking to, but I have been talking to him for a very long time. And I've been trying to get in his ear, tell him, coerce him to come back to YouTube, put more content out. And that truck you just saw, that bright red truck, is something he literally just texted me right now. This wasn't like a week ago or a month ago, like literally minutes ago. He texted me those images of a project he was currently working on. And I told him, dude, you had to do a YouTube video. He said he has footage of that stuff, but I don't know. So yeah, there is the red truck that Mr. Allen is working on. Looks quite beautiful. I mean, if we take a look at the before and after, I hope you guys can hear me. But if we take a look at the before and after, that's an international truck. Here's a Hyundai he's been working on. Here's that international again. That's the cab painted, steak body. Looks pretty good. This is another project he's been after. It's a little Toyota Camry There's the international when he picked it up. So that's what the state it was in when he got it. And that's what he turned it into. So, yes, Bruce Allen is alive. What do you guys think about that? Pretty awesome, in my opinion. Can you guys hear me? I don't know if you can. It says my audio is going through with that. See, I don't know what kind of engine it's got in it. There's another project he just picked that thing up. I think he said for $700. Good. Thank you, Jay, for letting me know. All right, because I'm trying to work here with, it's been a while since I did a live stream. It's been a while since I used this software to live stream. But take a look at this international here. If you had dually, fuel tanks on the side, pretty ratted out, and look at that. Blam, conversion, international red, grill painted, stake body painted, wheels painted, step painted, looks pretty good, very good. And yeah, look at that international decal right there by the handle. Oh yeah, I think Kevin got it right. I think the wheels make it pop too. Here's another project he's been working on. He just picked up a Hyundai. There's it in process of being restored. Yeah. Looks real good. And a lot of people didn't think. So here's one of the Camrys. This is the Camry Mr. Bruce Allen picked up. There's that international. So that Camry is actually something he just got. Let me check my messages here. So the Camry, let's see what the Camry. He said he got the Camry for $400. Right? Here's this international. I'm trying to see what he got this international for. Okay, here we go. Got a little information for that. Got the truck, salter, and plow for $1,000. Put $500 into it and sold it for $5,000 without the salter. Selling a salter on the side for $1,200 or so, he says. So he made out pretty good on that international truck, and now he's just, working the deal, flipping things left and right. Coming up here is the Camry he got for $400. I imagine he's probably gonna flip that real easy profit. My grandma had one of these. She let it go for $800. There's the international. International red throughout the thing. Look at this nice little building it's parked next to. Looks pretty dope. Jay's channel. You like Hyundais, huh? I don't know, Jay Young. Crown Vics haven't been a service vehicle for a long time. This Hyundai he said he got for $700. Let me go ahead and switch back here. So yeah, extra big shout out to Chaka Gillis, right? You have to tell me, am I saying your name right? Am I saying it correctly? But he says Ryobi is 1,000% trash. Thank you, bud, for donating $2 again. But yeah, just let me know if I'm saying that right. What's going on, Jay Young? If I could get you on Skype, I could probably have you join here. Are you going to join here? Jay Young in the chat here. Chaka Gillis says, yeah, I'm pronouncing it right. Ryobi Home Depot special. Yes, of course. But what do you guys got going on? I just wanted to hop on here, do a quick live to tell you guys that Bruce Allen, he's alive. He's alive and well, kicking. I seen pictures of his kid. I shared pictures of my kid with him. You know, our kids are both born within like a month of each other, month or two of each other. So yeah, we got that common connection there. So I talk to Bruce Allen quite often. So BW's Electric says, I'm a closet Ryobi fan. What's your favorite thing there, BW? ECW Performance. Thanks, bud. I'm going to have to, let me see if I can pop you out here. Visit your channel. Let me see. I'm going to have to search you on its own. See, they should allow that to let you click on people's channel in the chat. Let me see, YouTube. What was it? ECW Performance. Give you a little shout out here. Let's see what you got going on. Let's see what you got going on, bud. ECW Performance. That is you. Only 168 subscribers. Come on, guys. Let's see what he's got. Let's see. Ooh. Listen. Oh, we got a good amount of videos. And 7 months ago. Oh, come on, web browser. You know what? We're going to do you a solid, bud. Listen, 2 months ago. Listen. You can't let the subscriber count, get you down, bud. I remember, if Jay Young can tell you that I was once at that level. And Mr. Jay Young propelled me to a greater height. So, Garnett-Tools is going to subscribe to you right now, right? Go ahead and put forth some more effort on these YouTube videos. The best thing I could tell you is that you gotta keep cranking out those videos. No matter the quality, no matter how you feel that day, people really want to see you and your personality. So, yeah. Jay's channel references the Big Six. Jay Young, what you think about that? A lot of people got this hat. You see, I was recently down in Weirton, West Virginia, and I seen a guy pops in quite regularly to the BFS. Has the same exact hat. It's a pretty popular hat, given Snap-on's 100-year anniversary was kicking. What was that, a year ago or this? No, that was this year. So 2020, yeah, 1920. BW says Cobalt XTR is catching my eye right now. Got a lot of old Craftsman, some Ryobi. Looking at Cobalt next. I'd say that old Craftsman stuff is dying out. You gotta lit up on that stuff. How's it going, Princess Jamie? Glad to see you in here. But you gotta lit up on that Craftsman stuff. It's not going to, with Sears being few and far between, and the Lowe's version or the Stanley Black & Decker version of Craftsman being completely different than Sears version of Craftsman cordless power tools, it's just a no-brainer that you either have to, jump ship to something else, or really invest more into the Lowe's Craftsman, because these other brands, they've been around for a while and they've been producing much better cordless tools than any Craftsman lineup I've seen. A lot of those newer Stanley Black & Decker Craftsmen, though, they look like very much like DeWalt copies. I don't think the batteries work, but if you can get into the lineup cheap enough, blam. One downside is they do not have like a brushless impact, I don't believe. So that would be out of the running for me. But real tool reviews, did you? Keith Black, what do you mean? Is real tool reviews in here? I don't see that. I don't see that. Yeah, I don't. Did real tool reviews come back? The last video I saw from Turbo Tie brought him up. Now they're running. Whatever happened to real tool? Okay. Missed that one. Well, the last thing in that saga I ever knew about Real Tool Reviews, because he is actually an active member on the Garage Journal. And if you guys are really into tools, like seriously, that's a really great resource or place you should join to figure out a lot of things about a lot of tools. They'll have like sales, coupons before anyone else can get the coupons. You'll know about products before anybody else knows about products. Things like that. Case in point, I think the Astro dual-sided light, I knew about that before pretty much anyone. I mean, I didn't make a video about it, but I knew about it pretty much as soon as it came out, because Astro directly put a product linked and wanted to, get the Garage Journal's opinion on that light. So if you guys are really interested in tools, Garage Journal is a great resource that I think a lot of you should join. But Real Tool Reviews, the last time I seen anything from him was, I think, back when AVE made mention of his channel, and he says something about him. He made this insinuation that Real Tool Reviews was accepting products for free and not saying that he was accepting them for free in his videos, and he was doing something dishonest, and he actually reported them. And then after that, the only other video I seen Real Tool Reviews release was about, I think, either hand sanitizer or COVID masks. I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong. But that's the last video I seen. It was something about, first responders or something needed these supplies, so stop hoarding them or something like that. It was a very weird video, but yeah. Jay's channel, I also have that light, and I got a little bit of a different experience than that. The magnet in the bottom broke out of it. Literally my second use. So some of these channels out here, guys, I just gotta let you know. Some of these guys with channels will sell you BS. Absolutely. will say things are great just for the sake of showing you something new. And that's the little bit of adrenaline that they get out of doing this YouTube thing. They won't really evaluate the tool honestly and see what makes that tool tick. They just see, hey, new tool, I'm going to be the first one to show you guys, and I'm going to say this stuff about it. But they don't really tell you the real nitty gritty or get into the really fine details or evaluate it and see what their takeaways are from that tool. And that's why there are a lot of these YouTubers out here that just really don't cut it. Yeah, see, I bought mine directly through, where did I get mine from? When it first came out, Jay, it was like through one retailer, like Tool Source or something like that. And I bought it through them. And literally it sat in my studio, this room here, and I didn't really use it for a long time, like months. And then the second time I went to use it, blam, the battery just broke out of the bottom. I picked the light up and the magnet stayed on whatever surface it was connected to. It was literally disappointing. Princess Jamie says Pittsburgh wrenches are good for welding practice. That's funny. Um, let me see here. Let me see here. I need to check something before we continue, because this might be looking a little bit scruffy. Come on. Get that out of the way. So, I mean, how's this looking? Wow, that's really jumpy. Turbo tie. Not initially impressed with my pliers. What did you get? What you get? Let me see if I can fix this. This is a little bit audio bit rate. Let me reduce this bit rate a little bit back to what it was and see if we can get a better stream out of this. Blue Cat 1987. I used to work for a Heister dealer. I spent 2.5 years of my life with a Heister dealer. Now I work for a different Heister dealer. Good night, Jay Young. Glad to have you with us. Yeah, it's been a while since I worked for the dealership I worked for. They actually shut down. So I think the problem here we need to change some settings on this stream because video. Oh, it's locked out. It's locked out. Oh, if I drop it down to 780p, it probably would look better. But the highlights will probably look a lot better than this. Have your thoughts on SK Tools changed since when, Shepard? What are you referring to? Same here, just left him. Really, Blue Cat? Yeah, I spent a long time working for Heister. I actually wish. I don't know. They're doing a lot of things when it comes to. They want dual dealerships with the Heister Yale product, so I imagine they're probably getting a lot of these, mom and pop dealerships closed due to their want for dual dealerships. Because it used to be that Heister had their own dealer network and Yale had their own dealer network, and with them combining the two, something's going to give. And I think a lot of those little smaller dealerships are gonna either have to go to wayside or adhere to whatever the parent company, as you probably know, what is it, NMHG, I think, wants to do with their dealerships. So, I mean, I'm glad I can speak a little freely on the Heister thing, because there's a little weird things, going on with the way they do things. It's a little strange. But since the LP90 came out, I think they changed the ratchet a tiny bit. You introduced me to it, and I'm loving it so far. Yeah, I like that ratchet, and I actually have two other versions of it, both flex heads. One is the 3/8 flex head, and the other is the half-inch flex head. The 3/8 is a 12-inch long. The half-inch is a 15-inch long. And I got both of them for relatively cheap. The half-inch drive was a part of the Steals and Deals, and I actually had to open that thing up and fix it, because I think that is why it was a part of the Steals and Deals, because it was having trouble switching from reverse to forward, and it was because the button was too long and it was binding in the middle. As soon as you turn that switch, it would come to the high spot and get stuck right there. So I took the pin out and grinded it down on a little piece of sandpaper, and blam, it's been perfect ever since. And the 3/8, I don't remember. I think I got the 3/8 on Epstein's Day. Did I? Did I get the 3/8 on Epstein's Day? Maybe I didn't. I don't remember where I got the 3/8. Yeah. Anthony Robles, or Robles, Robles. I don't know how to say your name, but I hope I'm not butchering it. But he's absolutely correct. Their tools are very good. Sometimes their chroming is a little hit or miss. So that's what I had to say about SK. Very good tools. I also hate that it forced it too thick to pick up metal plates on the floor. I heard people complaining about the flex head having issues. Yeah, some of them are having issues. Some of them have been having issues, but I don't know. Mine had very little issues. All I had to do was open it up, fix one thing, blam. If you're a mechanic, to me, that's certainly something that I feel like you should be able to handle. Something as simple as grinding down a little button, making sure it works right, because that's the beauty of it, right? That ratchet cost me like $60 something, $62, because I had SK bucks. I'm a member of SK Club Pro. Oh, excuse me. So I get like little rewards points to when I buy stuff and like review stuff on the SK website. So I had points built up, and I used those points to buy that ratchet. I think it was like $62, and my points knocked it down to $58. Fun fact, my flex head half-inch drive 15-inch long LP90 cost the same amount of money as my 3/8 drive 8-inch long non-flex ratchet. So, to me, it's worth it. For only $58, I opened that thing up, fixed it, and called it a day. Yeah, so that was pretty much that. It was not even that big of a deal. And I think, like I was getting at, I think that someone who's mechanically inclined should be able to open their ratchet if there's a problem. Little slight problem like that, and at least do a little bit of an investigation before saying, oh, SK's junk, or trying to warranty it. I think they should be able to do something like that. Turbo Ty, we didn't get out what you had an issue with. Let's see. Let's see if I can scroll back here and see what you had a problem with. Thank you, Mr. Something Basic. Stop by to hit that like button. Appreciate it. Thank you, bud. I definitely appreciate that. Vic V1, I definitely understand what you're saying about the flex head, but my half-inch flex, I love it. And I'm a type of person who loves that when you tighten a joint, a flex joint, that it stays tight. And that's how that SK, my half-inch SK flex works. I tighten that thing one time, and I cannot move it by hand. I literally have to put a socket on it, then put that on a bolt or fastener or something, and then I can manipulate the flex. I love that aspect. That's much better than the thing flopping around and being all loose. I love that part. Let's see what Taz said. Uneven matching at the joint, Mr. Vic V says. Okay, he says he has water pump pliers, original and slim, as far as Fujiya. I love the Fujiya stuff. I actually have more things here. I kind of wish this this live stream was a little better quality. But if we get into any highlights, right? So as always, you guys can I'll be able to clip this live stream down into highlights. So I'll be able to chop up pieces of the live stream so you don't have to sit through the whole live stream. But let me see what I have here. Okay, yeah, that's what I thought. So I have a bunch of Fujiya stuff. I have more videos to make about Fujiya, and you can rest assured that I will be unbiased in this one particularly. And there's a specific reason for that. And it's because both of these pliers were sent to me for free. So here is the Vampire Tools. What do they call these? The Brute. The Brute pliers have a cutter, have teeth in the end for extracting screws. And it appears that Fujiya has a direct competitor for such plier. And they also have teeth in the end that extract screw heads. Little bit different on Fujiya's design. They spring open. But I'll save the rest for the actual review. But they seem, the Fujiya tools seem to be very nice. The one downside of these is that they are made in, these ones particularly are made in Vietnam, not Japan. The other pliers are made in Japan. So they have 3 facilities. They have a Japanese facility, or they have Japanese facilities. They probably have multiple Japanese facilities, I think. Then they own the facility in Vietnam, and they also have a facility in Taiwan. These ones in particular are made in Vietnam. And as compared to the Fujiya, the Fujiyas are much cheaper. So I think the Brutes here are going to be in the mid to high 20 range for this pair of pliers. And this pair of pliers, right, these screw remover pliers from Fujiya, directly from Amazon, are going to be about, I think, 14, 16, like under $20 for this pair. And yeah. Look at that. Wow. I'll save that for the real review, but yeah. So the Fujiya, much cheaper than the Vampires. And like I said, both of these pliers were sent to me. So I really have no bias towards either of them. They were both free. So we'll see. We'll do a direct comparison of these two because they appear to be a direct competitor of each other. And we'll see which one is actually the winner of that bout. Yeah, ECW. Yes, you are correct, and a lot of us YouTubers have been talking about knee pros and the finish on Japanese pliers for a long time, long before these bigger YouTubers have, especially the likes of AVE. Long before these bigger YouTubers have grabbed a hold and had taken a look, long before anyone in over 20,000 subscribers has ever taken a look at knee pros. A lot of guys were telling you guys about knee pros quality long before these popular guys came along. And those guys would be the likes of like Chris Cass, Super Autobox. Shout out to him. He's awesome YouTube channel. And another one would be Ninja Tools, I think. Have been showing Japanese hand tools in their amazing quality. So that's my experience with Fujiya. I like Fujiya. I like the Japanese made tools. A little disappointing when I came to find out that some of them were made in different facilities. But when I came to put my hands on the actual tools and putting them in my hands and using them, putting them to the test, some of them, it doesn't feel like it matters. It feels like that tool was made in Japan. Case in point would be something like this, where that is a black chrome on these Vietnam-made Fujiya pliers, and it is absolutely magnificent. So you'll have to stick around for the real full review comparing those three, but I love Fujiya pliers. I love Japanese made, and I love German made stuff. And it really comes down to me love my a donation for first world country manufacturing, if you get what I'm saying. So that would be USA, Germany, and Japan, really, because those are the only ones that really do hand tools anymore. There are some other countries that are more towards the first world that also do hand tools, but yeah, I love quality from all first world countries. Let me back up and see Turbo Tie. I made my first video on pressure of Fuji pliers. I'll have to check it out, Turbo. Uh, you'd have to let me in on what that is. Jay's channel, NM-B electric wire. I don't really know what that is. Yeah, we address ECW. Prissa James says, I'll have to look at it. This is brand new to me. Turbo Tie. Have you ever tried Kimba? No, Kevin. I have not tried Kimba. Never even heard of them. I might have to look them up. Jay's channel says engineering pliers or van pliers, correct? Yes. So, here's where I get to address this. I've been waiting for a long time to address this. A lot of people have accused me of a lot of things. So, I've done videos about Vampire Tools, not mentioning their connection to engineer pliers. And for the record, every one of my Vampire Tools video has gotten very much less views than my engineer video, which I literally address that engineer pliers are van pliers. They are the same thing. That was me. That wasn't another YouTuber. I seen a lot at the time. I had seen a lot of YouTubers making videos about Vampire Tools. So I figured I set the record straight, and I literally in minutes say this, and I think I went something like, oh, technically I'm not telling you either, because these are engineer pliers and they are the OEM for Vampire Tools. So I'm the one that made the video telling you guys that engineers are vampires. So it's a little weird to have people accuse me of not mentioning that when that video on engineers has gotten like 40,000 views, and not a single, I don't think a single Vampire Tools video I've made has gotten over 10. So that's yeah, it's a little weird to me for people to accuse me of being like a shill for Vampire Tools when I'm the one that showed you a lot of guys that these tools are just rebranded. I'm the rebrand guy. That's what I do. So, you know, I don't know what certain guys, you know, I understand that the video has been a long time ago and, you know, probably doesn't show up in a lot of recommendations and things like that. But if you look back on my most popular videos, when you scroll down, you'll see that engineer is one of those videos. Let me see if I can scroll back here. Shepard says, or Princess Jamie says, compare the Japanese pliers to USA channel locks. Princess Jamie, funny thing is, right? So, I have a little bit of a love-hate with channel lock. I have actually been there. I've been to, because Channel Lock is based in Meadville, PA. And I've been to Channel Lock. And I've seen a little bit of their production. And you know what? It pains me to say, but most Japanese companies probably do a little better than Channel Lock. As far as a complete package, they do a little bit better than Channel Lock. As far as like the finish on the pliers, or the handles that they include with the pliers, or the way they cut, many Japanese products I've come across are genuinely better than Channel Lock's versions. So it's disappointed. I've actually been to their facilities. I've actually done work for them. I can't tell you what that work is. That's a part of a little bit of a non-disclosure. But I've been there. I've seen what they do, and it saddens me to say that a lot of Japanese products are a lot better than Channel Lock. A lot of German products are better than Channel Lock, and to that effect, there are some German products though that are worse than Channel Lock. Though on the same flip of that same token, there are some that are decidedly worse than Channel Lock. Channel Lock is not a bad brand. Neither is the likes of Klein, but when it comes to cost, right? And when it comes to exotics, right? That's the two things I look at when I determine what to purchase. So, that's how I compare what to buy. So, do I want exotic? One, am I willing to pay the exotic price? Is how I look at pliers for the most part. So when it comes to pliers, the answer is almost always yes on both of those. And I just come to a thing where I walk past, and the USA made aspect of Channel Locks really is the draw. When I walk through Home Depot and I see USA made stuff, I'm like, let me take a look at it. You know, that's because that's my prime directive. I look for quality from first world countries, first and foremost. So when I walk through Home Depot, I also see Mayhew products. and down the aisle of Home Depot. And none of the Home Depots around me have actual or not channel locks, Knipex. A lot of other guys, I've heard stories of other guys or seen pictures of other guys' Home Depots having Knipex, but none of the Home Depots near me have Knipex. So when I walk through the tool aisle, there's only one or two tool aisles. When I walk through that tool aisle, I'm looking for like quality stuff. So when I walk down there, I definitely take a look at channel lock because it's made in the USA, but I don't buy it because, at the end of the day, when you look at a product, you're like, I could get this better elsewhere. And the same thing happens when I walk down the aisle and look at other products like hammers or like the chisels that are Mayhew chisels. And not to say that the Mayhew chisels are bad, it's just that the Mayhew chisels that Home Depot carries are not really what I would be looking for. You know what I'm saying? So that's when it comes down to, like, I really don't shop in those stores like that. I've actually walked through Home Depot and Lowe's with other people who absolutely do not care about what I just said. They give zero fucks about what I just said. So they'll walk through Home Depot and say, what's the cheapest version? I literally walked through Home Depot and this guy wanted a little mini hatchet. And he looked at one from S-Wing, looked at the price and said, nope. Walked right past it. Didn't matter how big the American flag was on that product. He walked right past it, picked up the cheapest he could find Husky and bought it, because to them, to certain people who really don't care about their tools, who really don't, I don't want to say don't care, but like don't really look into it or read into hand tools that much. They don't care about a quality product or supporting American made. They just want whatever is going to hit their wallet the least amount. You got Jay Young. Jay Young sending me pictures out here. In general, Martin, they don't. That's reserved for other places like Amazon or mostly the tool trucks, or you'll look at online retailers that are like online websites that are specific to certain brands you're looking for. But at a certain point, if you're in Home Depot and you are a mechanic, it's I cannot resist walking down that tool aisle. I just cannot resist it. Even though I know what's down there, I've seen it 1,000 times. I just cannot resist taking a stroll down that aisle to see what's there. Simply. I seen them in Jay's channel. I suppose you mean Knipex. You seen them in Menards. It's been a long time since I've been in the Menards. It's probably been. See, I graduated in 2013, so it's been like 7 years since I've been in the Menards. TurboTax's Autobahn Dan's Home Depot always has a bunch of stuff my Home Depot doesn't carry. Yeah, that's probably true. I've seen stuff on Autobahn Dan's Instagram as well that I cannot find in my Home Depot. ECW Mac Tools owned by Stanley Black and Decker. Yes, you are absolutely correct on that one. King Sport. Here's one. So King Sport says that Mac Tools actually rebrands all of their precision torque wrenches and sockets from Ken Chrome. Well, to the best of my knowledge, I haven't really seen many USA made precision torque stuff. So yeah, you're probably absolutely right on that one. I wonder why ECW. Okay, I'm gonna read ECW's message. All right, and I'm gonna tell you what happened to it. ECW Performances, LOL. Here in down south Missouri, all we have are Menards. For some reason, YouTube flagged, held that for review. That's weird to me. There was nothing wrong with that comment. It should have just been released like anyone else's. I don't know what the hell is wrong with YouTube's algorithm when it comes to certain things, but that one was just absolutely wrong. See, King Sports says Home Depot carries Tecton, Caprice, Sunex, and Gear Wrench, but they don't stock it in the store, but you can order it at the service. Wow, you can order it at the service desk. Wow, did not know that. Vic V1 says wrong, it's Falcon. One mechanic says Stanley owns Kid Chrome. I think you're referring to Sid Chrome. Sid Chrome. Or Ken Chrome. See, Ken Chrome and Sid Chrome are different. They are actually different brands. So Ken Chrome, Stanley Black & Decker has nothing to do with. Sid Chrome, Stanley Black & Decker owns that brand. See, here's another one held for review. Turbo Ty says, I have a single half-inch drive USA made Husky 6-inch extension that I beat the shit out of and never let me down yet. See, that one makes sense. Okay, my bad. That one makes sense because he used a curse word. But we're going to show it anyways because we don't care about that. Yeah, don't worry about it, Turbo Ty. I'm on it. I'll show whatever I need to show. Falcon wrenches are also Mac rebrands. I think listen, cause if you look for a video on my channel, it's about I think the there's a couple actually. So there's a video about Stanley Black & Decker buying Craftsman. There's actually a couple videos about that. So if you go to one of those videos that says Stanley buys Craftsman, I think it's called. I go through all the brands that I can find. Those are brands, okay? Understand that? Those are just brands. Stanley Black & Decker owns so many companies that it's not even funny. Literally, I have looked at the government sheet that lists every entity that Stanley Black & Decker owns, and it's 5 pages of regular 10 font companies in different countries ridiculous. So Stanley Black and Decker owns a ton of companies. That includes companies in China. That includes companies in Taiwan. That includes companies that are based in countries that we have not even heard of. So there are a lot of things at play or inner workings when, a company like Stanley Black and Decker goes to make something versus when a different smaller company tries to make something. So when it comes to what Stanley Black and Decker makes and doesn't make, you can bet your bottom dollar that if they make something, they have had their hand in the process from all the way down to, the basic design and the simple forging and whatever company the steel is sourced from. So when it comes to something you see from Mac Tools or the new Craftsman or Stanley Black and Decker, it's something that they own hundreds of companies. So they have their claws really deep in this tool industry. And there's a lot of companies that, I couldn't even, you could probably rattle off a company right now and I'd be like, who are they? And they own that company. So yeah, Martin, you're absolutely correct. See, Stanley, they make security doors and hospital, like, uh, 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 those little drawers that you go when you go to the doctor's office, and they got those little carts they roll around. Like Stanley makes that. It's ridiculous how many companies they are the largest tool company in the world. Literally. So, when it comes to Stanley Black and Decker, you can bet that if there's something they produce or offer, they got their hands in it. It's not that they're buying something outright from another company. It's that they really have their hands in it. Yeah, Jay. A lot of guys really, some of us were doing Mac Tools videos before a lot of other guys. But yeah, the YouTube did blow up with Mac Tools videos ever since RBRT came out, and everyone wanted to make an RBRT video. And that is the precise reason I didn't. I had actually found Proto's version of the RBRT long before there was a single RBRT YouTube video. And as soon as one RBRT video came out, 5 RBRT videos came out, and I was like, okay, done with that. Let's see if I can scroll back here. Beer Stud says, if you ever talk to an industrial snap-on dealer, biggest thing he said, never buy tools from a company that makes diapers too. That's funny. And then Turbo Ty responds to him, says, Snap-on makes barbecue burger patty flippers. And, well, Snap-on also makes, garden lawn blowers, right? Snap-on also owns Mitchell On Demand. and a lot of other things. So Snap-on owns some stuff too. So I mean, they all got their hands in a lot of things. Done with the Ulsa ratchet reviews. See, that's another thing I don't do. Is like, if you guys notice, like I don't like, I might review a product here or there from a random company like that, like Ulsa or like Topton or like what else have I done? There's been so many videos I don't even know what I've done. But you get what I'm saying. Like those one-off companies that don't really offer much. But the thing is, I won't ever treat one of those offer. You won't ever see me do that. You won't ever see me take a product from like, well, for example, we'll say Gray Pneumatic. If Gray Pneumatic makes a ratchet, great. You won't ever see me take a product from Gray Pneumatic or ratchet, for example, and say like, oh, let's review this Gray Pneumatic ratchet and see how great it is. Because I know that that's like really a secondary thing to that company. I already know that, right? And a company like Ulsa making a ratchet, same thing like Motivix, right? No real knock on Motivix tools. They make awesome specialty tools, but when they come out with a ratchet, like I already know that, like, hey, like we don't have to do this dance. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna sit here and BS you and say that, oh, let's take a look at this Motivix ratchet. That, oh, it's got a 72 tooth and this and that. Well, I know that that's a second class product to that company, so I won't even bother putting it on my channel. That's the difference between me and other channels. I won't do that because I don't. You guys and me are, the real deal, right? I'm not gonna review a Sunex ratchet. That's dumb. That's a second class product within their own product line. It's I'm just I'm saying what no one else would say, really. Because companies like that really don't put their time and effort into a ratchet. You know what I'm saying? Sunex, yeah, you could buy a toolbox from them. You could buy wrenches from them, like specialty wrenches, like angle wrenches or crow's foots or sockets or impact sockets. Yes, but I'm not gonna review a ratchet like it's a real deal product, like an SK. I wouldn't do that to you. ECW Performance's PS Gray Pneumatic Ratchets suck from my experience. So that's pretty much sums it up. Like, I'm not going to uh uh uh, uh do that BS. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna find a company that actually makes a ratchet. You know what I'm saying? And review that for you guys. I'm not going to show you anything. That's a waste of my time. Because If it's a waste of my time, it's a waste of your time. And a lot of guys will waste your time just for the sake of showing you something new. And I'm not going to do that. I'm just putting that out there. I'm not going to review I don't know, like a Milwaukee ratchet. You know, it's useless. Yes, the ratchet's going to be good for what it's worth. Every single one of these ratchets that I'm mentioning are going to be good for what they're worth. But as far as a real deal product and that company's namesake, it's not really much. No one knows Milwaukee for a ratchet, so no one really cares about how the ratchet works. It works good enough to not be bad, and that's good enough for them. They're not going to give you an 120. They're not going to give you a 120 tooth, long flex head, locking quick release ratchet, because that's a second class product in their lineup. It's just, it's just the way it goes, Like, even if Rigid came out with a ratchet, it would be the same thing. Or Ingersoll Rand came out with a ratchet. They probably have. It would be the same thing. It's good for what it's worth. It's another one of those budget options. It's good for what it's worth. But I'm not going to write home about it. So, okay, apparently something has blown up in the chat here, so we're going to address it. It's 12 o'clock. It's about my bedtime. I have to go to work. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I have to go to work in the morning. And it's on things like that are in the background of this video, right? You see these forklifts. I work on vehicles probably 4 times as big as these every day. So, I'm not gonna say anyone's opinion is wrong because that's their opinion, right? The way they feel about a certain YouTuber or a certain figure is up to them. And it's okay for them to hold that opinion, and we can still be friends with them having that opinion and me having mine. I just want to say that. But so, okay. We have to go back to where ECW, you're absolutely correct, where I help the lesser known companies that actually have real products, and there's not a second class product within their own product line. Let's see. Alright, so Vic V, I'm sorry, bud. And he says, you guys stop bad mouthing the bear. Just kidding. And Turbo Ty says, actually, his response was to the Princess Jamie. Chris at Client Graphics enjoys his box. I mean, as far as his features for the price, I don't know about that. I've watched a couple Client Graphics videos, but not many. Just few and far between. A couple here and there. See, Jay's channel says Chris is an engineer assistant cheering on a mechanic. I don't know much about that. I don't pass judgment on people I have not formed an opinion on. Right? If one person says something salacious or negative about another person, I don't hold that against them. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't do that unless I experienced it myself. I think for myself, I'm my own person, right? So, Jay's channel says, would you trust a guy who sits in the office chair all day to sell you tools on here? Garnett-Tools, what's your opinion? No, absolutely not. And I think the shield bearer does that on a regular basis, right? A lot of videos I've seen, even recent ones, say that, oh, here's this tool. It's a nice tool. I don't have a use for it. Maybe I will in the future. What kind of review is that? Seriously, you guys tell me, what kind of review is someone telling you, hey, this is pretty cool. Has rubber grips. It's black. It has blades. I don't really have a use for it, but maybe I will in the future. But it's pretty awesome. Sounds pretty stupid, doesn't it? You have really no real world experience or insight as to what this tool needs. If you sit in a chair all day, or you're retired, or you're an engineer who doesn't actually put these tools to use, right? Because there are a lot of engineers. There are engineers that actually use their tools, right? My stepdad is an engineer. I know this, right? So I'm not talking about those guys. I'm talking about the people who don't do nothing but sit on here and try to tell you what to buy when they have absolutely zero experience in what they're doing. They have zero experience. They have zero insight. They have zero to offer you as far as an opinion, right? A valuable opinion when it comes to these hand tools, because they're not using any of them, right? How many times have you seen a guy on here say, oh, this is pretty cool, but all my tools are in storage? Like, what? Tools in storage? My tools are in my service van, and I use them every day. I have 3 toolboxes in my service van on top of a tool bag and a tool case that has all my electronics tools in it. The tool bag has all my PM tools in it. On top of that, I have the other 3 toolboxes which have my other tools in them, and the rest of my tool cases that are in blow molded cases are scattered throughout the van. I use my tools to make my money. If I have a tool, if I buy a tool, if I use a tool, it has to work. Just saying. So, when people sit in a chair like this, and say, oh, this is pretty cool, it's great, but they really don't have the background to tell you what's good and bad about that tool, I take their little opinion and I put it here. And it's gone. I don't care about that. So we'll jump back to the. We'll jump back down here and look at the chat here. See, a lot of you guys, Turbo Tie. Okay, hold on. We'll show Vic V's message. Yeah. Uh, 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 uh. Yeah. Okay, so let's see. Wow, Kevin. I'm not even gonna repeat that one on here. What did I say about the beer, Garnett? Vic V says the tool beer is a salesman, says Jay's channel. Yep, absolutely. That's what I think. Right? And I've reached that opinion on my own by watching the videos, not listening to other people who say stuff about them. Go watch the videos for yourself, right? Take a look at the dude's toolbox, like when he gets that that icon toolbox. Take a look at it, right? What piece of insight or anything useful did you gain from that video? No, this guy gets a brand new toolbox and literally puts it together. That's it. Tells you, oh, this will be great for this will be great for that, but you're not even showing what'll be great for what. Whatever. Has anyone seen the Bears review on electric string trimmer? That crap was funny. You went to a public park to try it out. Yeah, that's ridiculous. I haven't seen that. After watching a few I've seen, like, here's a couple, for examples with the Shield Bear. Like, he made a video about Right Tool where he said something about Right Tool you won't see chrome wrenches from Right Tool. Well, guess what? Even though they're not shiny chrome, they're still chrome plated. Sorry. Someone who actually knows something about tools would know that. Right Tools are chrome plated. Even if they're not shiny polish chrome plated. The difference is one set of wrenches goes through a rotary tumbler. Another set does not. Both are chromed. But, hey, it is what it is. Some people, think they can come on here and be experts. It's the age-old thing with the internet. People come on the internet to be really anyone they want to be, right? So it's not really the real person behind what they're putting forth on YouTube. It's just they're just putting on a front, putting on a show, acting like something or not. He also said that these Ingersoll Rand screwdrivers are very very nice. Like the same Ingersoll Rand screwdrivers are available through like Performance Tool or something like that. And it's like they're the same thing. Why are you telling people that these will be great for a mechanic when they've been the same thing that have been out in people's hands for a long time? So it's just certain YouTubers you have to take with a grain of salt because like they don't have real world experience. They have not seen that, hey, these are the exact same as another company's. They won't accept that. They'll accept everything that this company says to them. They'll say, oh, that we are, like, fun fact, Vampire will tell you that we are the only company in the country that offers this product, right? They might say something like that to you. Technically, that's true. But the real deal is that this is a rebranded product that is offered through someone else. So keep in mind that certain YouTubers don't have your best interests in mind. They only want to feed their narcissism. They want to feed their need to be popular, right? They want to be in your face and be the guy, the person you look up to when they're really just a nobody. Yeah, Jay's channel. Yeah, you're right. ECW. I've subscribed, so I hope it pops up in my box there. Yeah, he did. He did put in a good word with a bunch of people to get some free toolboxes, of course. All right. And even then, like, if it were me, like, to me it becomes a certain there becomes a certain level, right? There's a certain exchange when it comes to products. When you have a company like large, right? I consider it my duty to tell you things when a larger company approaches me and says, "Hey, we'll give you this, review it," right? I consider it my duty when when a company like that approaches me and says, "Hey, review this," to tell you guys the actual, right? To investigate further, to tell you that, hey, I found this. Hey, I found this, right? As evidenced by my SK, DT mechanism. When I did the DT review, at the end of that, like in that whole video, you know what happened when it came down to that video? They sent exactly two guys those ratchets for review. Me and Humble Mechanic, right? Who is the person who said exactly what SK wanted them to say? The one that's featured on SK's website. I said that, hey, it's great that SK has finally updated their 83-year-old technology. They didn't like that. I said, hey, the back drag, at the end of the video, I said the back drag is a little tight, but that may get better over time. They didn't like that. So guess what? They featured the other guy on their website. And it's not that I'm jealous. It's just, it's telling what they want certain people to say in certain reviews. You know what I'm saying? So, some channels, I don't beg companies to do reviews. If a company approaches me, like tons of companies approach me, and certain ones I just say I ignore them. You know how many Amazon products I have literally said, you know what, I'm not even gonna respond to them. You know what I mean? How many off-brand competitors that have sent me an email saying, hey, we're this company and we would like you to feature our product on your channel. Like, no. Because that's dumb. So, that's how I feel about certain YouTubers. That's why I don't really watch too many YouTubers. I look at a lot of smaller YouTubers, a lot smaller than me, for reviews because they actually have insight. They haven't become this fake machine who is pumping out videos at a constant rate. I look to smaller YouTubers to see, like, what are the real opinions of a certain thing. And that's how it goes. Good night, ECW. Have a good one. Do Hearts Tools easier up? What? What is that? Is that what you meant to say? I should do some videos to spread the word on these stuff I have learned from. Yeah, you should, Jay. For sure. If anyone wants a free custom, giveaway on my channel. King Sport is doing a giveaway on his channel. Subscribe to King Sport Tool Review for a giveaway. Feed their affiliate money, yeah. But to be fair, I have affiliates too. But I only affiliate to I only put like one link in the thing. I don't like specifically make videos for my affiliate stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, I could easily come on here and start cranking out German tool reviews now that there's not really a German tool review channel anymore. I could easily come on here and start cranking out German tool reviews and start pumping my KC Toolco affiliate, right? But I don't do that because that's not me. That's disingenuous, and I don't like that. I wouldn't like someone doing that to me, so I don't do it to you guys. And another thing is I could be like cranking out like Amazon reviews on Amazon tools, right? A lot of guys do that, right? And guess what? A lot of those guys put their Amazon affiliate links to the products they're talking about, so they get literally hundreds of dollars off of making one video about some random Amazon tool. It's dumb. I wouldn't want that done to me, so I don't do it to you guys. But with that said, this is we're approaching, coming up on 12:30. It's a new day. It's October 6th over here on the East Coast already. I don't know where you guys are watching. If you guys are watching, throw a quick comment in the chat here, in the live chat. Everyone watching, just do this for me real quick so I can see where you guys are from. Tell me where you're from in the chat so I can get a little gauge on where you're from. I'm from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. I have resided here my entire life, born and raised. Let me know where you guys are from. I got, 25 of you guys here. Let me know where you guys are from. Let's see here. Shepard is in California. RJW's in Phoenix. Turbo Ties in California. One Mechanics in Ohio. I know you're in the same time zone as me, buddy. Jay's channel's also in Ohio, Kingsport, then Tennessee. Kevin, California. Princess Jamie's in San Antonio, but currently out of the States. SLR 326 is from Los Angeles. Shout out to the Lakers. Shout out to the Lakers. Hope you guys come back and win that one. Said that wrong. Sorry, bud. Brent, North Mississippi. Shouts to North Mississippi. Vic V1, Houston. Lives in Houston, but currently in Wisconsin. Up in cheese territory. Jay's channel, Ohio COVID Center, right there. Anyone else willing to shout out? I'll shout you out right now. I'll shout out your town right now. BW's Electric says he's near Notre Dame University, just north of the Indiana-Michigan border. Shouts to BW's Electronic. Sorry, BW's Electronic. We're gonna do a little capping this thing off here and show you guys. This is Bruce Allen's. Bruce Allen is alive. Despite what you may think, he's alive. Well and kicking. He's doing great. He's converting these things. This thing right here. You see that? Old and decrepit. Got it for the low, $1,000 I think, into this beauty. Literally made what, like $3,500 on it. Oh, look at that thing. International down the side. Bruce Allen is alive. You guys got to like, listen. Bombard his channel, right? Tomorrow you wake up, you go to work, you do your deal, right? Hit up Bruce Allen's channel and say, come back. Tell him to come back, right? Tell him to blam. Hit it hard, Bruce. Come back. Come back at us with some fresh content. And, oh my goodness. He needs to show you this Camry. What he's going to do to this Camry. He's going to show you what he did to this. I hope so. Hopefully he's going to show you what he did to this International. So that's a pretty sweet International that that red is just absolutely gorgeous. So, yeah, that's Bruce. That red is just gorgeous. So, as always, guys, I love you guys. You guys, sticking around with me. 27 of you guys sticking with me over here at 12:30 here on the East Coast. It's just so amazing that you guys support me, help me out that much. Will stick around, chat with me. It's just unreal, right? Much better than, a lot of these bigger channels will get people and feeds that are just going and going. And they work off of their popularity, yes. But I love you guys. Thanks for checking me out. I'm going to end this stream with a little bit of a shout to my merch link. These things are custom designed. Every design you see here is designed by me. I don't pay people to design stuff because I can do it myself. I'm a little bit of a graphic designer. Fun fact, a lot of people may know, some may not, but I actually designed the first Snap-on Tool Reviews logo. So that was me. I did that. The one with the wrench in it in the middle of the circle. Yeah, I actually designed that. So here's a look at my some of my newest creations. Check them out if you like them. And as always, make sure you like, comment, subscribe for more videos, and I'll see you in the next one.